Hi guys, how we doing? Just thought we'd nip in, give a wee update, how things are going. This is in my low tunnel. I've got some Alfie. I've got some spring onions along here. These are onions and these are leeks. And this is beetroot that's been in since last year, basically. It's coming along well. That's the tansy that I planted at the back there for my cabbage, broccoli and stuff. I can't remember the name of them. This is some spare onions. Here is my peas that are looking absolutely fantastic. More onions. Over the back there we've got normal sweet peas and dwarf sweet peas. More onions. That thing at the back there, that's a chard which I grow from a soup, and beside it is that wee lettuce that I put in. These are still the carrots that have been in since last year that I obviously didn't pull, but they've came up. So the other carrots that I put in, if you look closely, you can see are now starting to sprout. And there's another two. There's one there. So these, the carrot seeds that I put in this year, are actually starting to come up. But I need this space because over the past 4 days, can't remember, I have been bringing my seedlings out. I'll just show you them now. Oh god, they're sitting here. Try and get them in the shade. Lettuce, cauliflower, broccoli, kale, Brussels sprout. I've been bringing, and turnip, I've been bringing these out for the past 4 days it's been, to get them kind of ready. They're getting in the tunnel tonight. And I'll put some garden fleece over them in the tunnel. The reason I'm doing that is because I need the space, because these are still cauliflower broccoli that are kind of small, and I thought I'll keep them in here just now. This is going to be for, I'll show you in a second. If you look here, the tatties, the seed tatties that I put in, I thought were like past it. There's one starting to show. So once the rest of these show, they will be transplanted into their big buckets, 2 to a bucket, a 30 litre bucket that I showed in the last video. And they'll go into the garage until they show up, and then until all the frost is away. Anyway, the reason I need the space is my Crimson Crush are ready to get thing, and I'm only growing 2 types of tomato this year, and that's my Crimson Crush because I grew them last year without a greenhouse, and they done spectacularly well. The flavour was excellent. My wife loved them, my mother-in-law loved them, so I'm growing them again this year. And these are cherry tomatoes, and I've only got room for 3, so how many have I got there? 5, so I'll have 2 spare. I've got 10 of these, and 6 will be going in the garden, so it gives me 4 spare. Yeah, 4, just in case anything happens. And these are quite long, and that's exactly what I wanted to happen, because I'm going to plant them to there. I'm going to put them in their pot up to there, and all of this will grow roots in the new pots, which are these ones. and I've got 14 of them, 13 of them, and this one 14. But if you look, this is compost that the wife bought me from, what do you call that? Home Bargains? Was it Home Bargains? Can't remember, but it was like before Christmas that she bought me it. And I just started using it to put these seeds in, and look, get green stuff on top of it. This stuff I bought from a garden centre, and it's doing really good. I mean, it just looks good. I'll not be using that again, as a certainty. But it was all she could get at the time. So, I'm going to pause the video, get ready, we'll get these planted up. I'll show you me doing one or two, and then I'll get on with the rest of them. And I'll see you soon. Back in a minute. So, as you can see, I've got 14 pots here, all ready to go. So the first thing I'm going to do is I will take one of these, and I'll move the rest. I thought I would add some extra light to the subject there, so I apologise for the wee pause that I had there. So, got the pot, make sure you can still see it, yep. So what I'm going to do is I use a spoon. I'm going to put a hole in the middle, and then I'm going to tease out one of these plants, and I'm going to try my best to get as much of that crappy compost stuff as possible without damaging the plant. As I said, I've got some spare, so I can damage some. Okay, and then that is going to go in there as deep as I can get it in, so that only a small part of the plant, top of the plant, sticks out. Okay, firm that in. And that is my first Crimson Crush. Now, get some tape. Put tape there. And then right on it, Crimson Crush. Now what's going to happen is, because I planted it that depth, all of this is going to turn into roots, which is better for the plant. And again, when you plant it outside, I mean, when they get to about this stage, I'm hoping to be about like up here within, say, 4 weeks maybe, which will take us to the end of April, hopefully. 5 weeks. And then these, again, will be planted up to the lower set of leaves in the garden, which will then give them more roots. More roots, better plant. So, I'll get back to you when most of these are done, and I do exactly the same thing with the cherry tomatoes, and I will come back when I'm finished. See you soon. Okay guys, there we go. I only got 4 cherry because one didn't look too healthy, so I threw one in the bin, and so that gives me 4 cherry, and I only need 3. And 10 Crimson Crush. My potatoes, so they're in here, but I need to get my potatoes out as soon as possible because it's nearly time to do other stuff. So these are going to get a good water, and I'll make up a bottle of feed, tomato feed, and they'll get fed. These need to come out. I can take these out to the tunnel now, so they can grow out in there, and I can get my other stuff going. You see, what I follow, well, I've decided to try and follow this year, is Garden Focused UK, and it's calendar created by Garden Focused, and basically you put in your area, like I live in the west of Scotland, and it told me that my last predicted frost date is the end of the last week of April. And then it gives you put in all your veg that you're planning on growing, i.e., I don't know if you can see there, like onion, cauliflower, potatoes, cauliflower, and it tells you when you would be better. It then estimates the best time for you to plant them. Now, as you can see in March, it says asparagus. Done that. They were in last year, so I don't need to worry about them. I've done my carrots, I've got my leeks going, I've got my Brussels sprouts going, my garlic was planted last year. You've seen the peas out in the tunnel. I've just done my tomatoes, I've got cauliflower, my spring onions are done. So basically I've done everything that I need to do for March. On April, Brussels sprout, done it, and then I'll change over to the next. In fact, I'll do it just now. Give me a second. So in April, it's telling me to my turnip, which I've already done, carrot, leek, tomatoes, cabbage, cauliflower, sweet corn. I can do my sweet corn week 3 of April, but I'll probably do it earlier than that. And then it just tells you how, so basically I'm trying it, I'm following it this year. And if it works, then I'll be following it every year. So that will go back up for April, since we're nearly into April. I need to clean my blue mat, as you can see. And that's about it for this video, folks. That'll be going out to that is chard that I grew in my grow house all winter. And I keep cutting it for my soup and putting it in, and it just keeps coming back. Potatoes are starting to show, so they'll go out soon, and my tomatoes are in. Okay, that's me done for this week's video. Hope to see you all soon. Please stay safe, because coronavirus is not a joke, trust me. And I'll see you on the next one. Thank you, bye.